Okay, hi, we're talking about long tones today, and this is a tenor saxophone. So, long tones are something that I recommend you doing every time you pick up the saxophone to either practice or perform or rehearse. And depending on what kind of time you have, if you have an hour, do it for 15 minutes. If you have only 20 minutes to practice, do it for 2 minutes. Make sure you start everything with a little bit of long tones, and this is just going to center your tone, help to center it. And I like to think like an organ, your granny's organ, because you press the key and the sound starts, and it stays exactly the same until you let it off. Unlike, say, a guitar, you pluck the string and it gets quieter, bong, and it dies out. Or a piano. So it changes through time. When we're doing long tones, we're not thinking like that. We're thinking like an organ or a keyboard. You know, the sound comes, ba, and it doesn't change at all. It does nothing. So I'll give you a quick example. So what you're going for is a sound that doesn't change at all. It doesn't get sharp or flat. That is, it doesn't get higher or lower. It doesn't get louder or softer. It stays exactly the same. And this is going to help you center your tone. I'll do it again. From the beginning to the end. Don't let the sound taper off. Don't let it ramp up at the end. Same as with the beginning. Nice, clean, deliberate attack. And so I'll show you what I've done always, and I do it the same every time, just because it's I don't have to think about it. It's a mantra that I just do, and I go up in fourths. So I start on the low B flat of the horn. If you're playing a saxophone, whether it's an alto or a tenor, low B flats on the horn is the lowest note on the horn. And then I'll go up a fourth. And then down a third. Here would be C flat, but I'll just say B. And then down a third. And up a fourth. Down a third. Up a fourth. All the way up. Now, every single one of these notes, I'll write this real quick. So this is fourth up, major third, down, repeat. So, again, every single one of these notes is a long tone, as I'm saying. So, I'll do a couple of them. That is, every single one of these notes is a full breath, full as long as you can play it. And just a straight tone, clear attack, clear tone, all the way through, not fluctuating, not oscillating, not doing anything at all, just being pure, and a clear release. is the E flat, a fourth up. And you can do this with a metronome, or sorry, not a metronome. You can do this with a tuner if you want to. I've got a tuner here, and you can watch the tuner when you're doing your long tones.
That's a cell phone.
Oh, right. Where's my tuner? So, you hear it. And depending on what kind of tuner you have, just make sure that it's centered, however your tuner functions. Just keep it centered and keep that tone clear and straight. So, yeah, have fun doing that, and just keep going all the way up as high as you can go.